Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. What it do, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? Peace and blessings. Everybody who tuning in, everybody who gonna tune in. Man, I'll pray to the Most High for another day. You see the title jumping straight into it. Holidays keep you broke. Holidays, or as I will call them, holidays, because it's gonna put you in a hole of debt and understanding that a hole is a dark place. So not only is it putting us in debt, man, it's holding us back economically. It's holding us back as a people. This is one of the main and key components in families and society why our people, I'm gonna focus on our people.
Right.
Why we can't break these generational curses of poverty. This is why we can't get ahead. This is why we don't have inheritances to pass down to our children.
That's right, King.
Because we keeping up with trends. We wanna follow after the order that's been set from, man, this is an ancient practice of paganism.
And we gonna go into that too, King. We gonna show the people that all of these holidays are designed to keep you broke.
Yes, indeed.
To keep you financially broke. To keep turmoil going on in your house.
Yes,
all type of spirits going on. That's why they say get in with the holiday spirit. People say that.
Yes, indeed. Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a spirit going on.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, you didn't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? All type of controversy. Now we wonder why crime high in our neighborhood, right?
Right.
All these things that's going on. It's because we have no control over our neighborhoods. In order to get a grip or control of the neighborhood, one thing we must do first, King, is take control of the economics. Okay. When you look at these other ethnic groups, whether it be the Arabs or the Asians or any ethnic group outside of us,
right?
When they move into our community and they own these businesses and everything, when they make money off us, they don't take that money that they make off us and reinvest it back in our communities. No, they send their dollars back home and reinvest in themselves. You know what I'm saying? And empower they people. So in order for us to combat poverty and crime in our neighborhood, we must first take over what? The economics. We must take over, the stores, the gas stations, the salons, everything. We must take over it in order for us to have a genuine, stabilized economy where we run it. Now just take this for example. Now just say, like with the housing market right now, right?
Yes, indeed.
5 years ago, you probably can get an apartment for a decent price. But now you can't, man, a 1-bedroom might cost you $2,000. But just imagine if we owned the real estate that was in that community, right? We could say, you know what? Rent might be going up in the US, but in our community, the rent gonna stay the same because we control it.
Because we own it.
Because we imagine how much power that is. So you just took the burden off this sister, this brother. His business going on as usual. That's what you call economic empowerment. And how do we lose? But how do we lose this, King? You know how we lose this? By giving our money, putting our money into a bucket with holes in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're not getting nothing back from what you spending.
Yes, indeed.
So these holidays are designed to keep us broke. King, pull up that article right quick.
Yes,
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all. They got a holiday for throughout the year. So after what this is, Christmas, they got New Year's. Then they got a holiday after that, a holiday after that, a holiday. Y'all ain't peep gang yet.
Hey, look, before you do that, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Look, drop a 7 in the comments if everything coming through clearly. If it's coming through with clarity from the visual, if it's coming through clearly with the audio, drop a 7 in the comments. Drop the 7. Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings to the chosen. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. And if we did operate in this love and caring spirit that a lot of our people in right now, if we operated like that year round, not just for this pagan day,
right?
You know what I mean? Like we could really do something.
Right. If we not, let's just say, as a people, we not poor. We just mismanage our funds.
Indeed.
That's what's going on. We not poor. We just mismanage our funds.
Indeed.
And how we mismanaging our funds is we enriching the enemy. You know what I'm saying? The same enemy with his foot on our neck. We work all year long and give it right back to him.
Yes, indeed. All praise to the Most High. Appreciate y'all dropping them 7s. All praise to the Most High. Go ahead, Chim.
So I'm gonna go. We gonna just take a look. We gonna take a look, King, of how many holidays we have throughout the year.
Mm.
I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. Share my screen.
Yes, indeed.
Now look. Let me go to it. As you can see, we're gonna read this article right here. It's gonna give us a list of all the holidays they have for us. Let's start right here. As we know, at the beginning of the year, they got January,
Okay.
the first, which is when you go into that, you will find out that's the worshiping of Janus,
Mhm.
another Roman Greek god.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But we ain't gonna get into all this. We're gonna stick on the economic impact of it. So you got New Year's, then you got Dr. King Day, then you got President's Day, then you got Memorial Day. Then they threw the Juneteenth in there.
Mhm.
Like, what is Juneteenth? How is Juneteenth benefiting our community? Let's just be real. How?
No.
And it's supposed to be our holiday, right? So to speak.
Right.
But what is it doing to empower black people?
It's not even doing nothing.
It's not doing nothing. All we doing is giving our money back some more. Then after that, you got what they call Independence Day.
Mhm.
When in what it was 1776, something like that.
Yep, you're right.
1776, July 4th,
Mhm.
they was fighting the British for their freedom.
Mm.
What was Negroes doing in 1776,
We
King?
ain't changed.
We were still in slavery. So they just go to show you that all this stuff been passed down generation after generation after generation after generation to the point that they say you want to hide something from a nigga. What you do, King?
Put it in the book.
Man, that's the worst. I mean, that's the best quote ever, because it can't be truer.
Mm.
Because our people don't like to read. Why do our people not like to read? Because during the time of slavery, if you got caught reading, they would kill you.
Mm.
It was a penalty for reading.
Mm.
So let's go on. So after July 4th, you got Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got, used to be observed as Columbus Day. Now you got Indigenous People Day.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that. Then you got Veteran Day. Then you got Thanksgiving. Then you got then you do it all over again.
You got Valentine's.
Valentine's, St. Patrick.
Oh, they surprised me with Passover right there now.
Yep. And it's the real, but you say other important, but this the real, you know, when you invest it, when you do your due diligence and research it, you'll find like it's credibility into the Passover.
That's right. That's the real holiday. The real
But,
holy day.
but then you see right over there, they got Easter to outrule, outshine it.
Yes, indeed. Mother's Day. Go down some more, Shrimp.
Mother's Day. So they got, look, Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is if you go and investigate something, but you notice that that's at the bottom.
But look at how long the list is. How many holidays?
Look at the economic impact that we have on spending our dollars on this. Yeah, just want to share that with y'all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So all those things tied to finances. Like I'm saying, if imagine if we just because it's a sacrifice.
Right.
Everything is spiritual. The people who made a sacrifice right now, whether they work overtime, whether they work double shifts, or whether they went and sold and pawned things,
Right.
No matter what they did,
Getting into debt.
getting into debt to put gifts under these Christmas trees.
Right.
If we had the mindset like that to not be pouring out finances into this system that ain't did nothing for us, that ain't showed us no true love. Even like when they was talking about before that, like, well, we're gonna put Harriet Tubman on the $2 bill or the $20 bill.
Right.
It's like, what would they really do for us?
Nothing. It's just a sight. It's like it looks good. It's just a look with no impact.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? This is basically what it is to pretty much just sweeten us up. You
Right.
know.
Indeed. And so the point that he's driving, man, these things are attached to our bread.
Right.
These things are attached to our livelihood. Would take me back to the last video.
Right.
What we talking about, you know what I mean, detaching. We talking about, failing to preparing to fail. Man, the money is, the discipline is supposed to be within managing your finances.
Right.
So we uneducated, like what bro was talking about before we came on. We being trained to seek and have a target to be entertainers. my child, my daughter, or my son, my nieces and the thing that they being programmed about on the TV is to be an athlete,
Right.
to be a rapper, to be a singer, to be an actor. Nothing that's gonna say, well, put a heavier value on education. Now we understand a system,
Right.
but we can use the system like what you said too. Moses understood the Egyptian system.
Right.
You know what I mean? Abraham understood the Egyptians. He taught the Egyptians.
Right.
So I'm saying in this case, we learning where if we had something that, imagine if I'm just saying a righteous judge or any of the elders who teaching the truth, right? If the whole world, if they were put on a platform where the whole world looked at them and seen that it came with respect and honor the same way and level that it is for musical artists, that would then inspire and us.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That'll inspire children and generations to say, well, I want to be somebody who's teaching the truth for the Most High instead of a rapper.
Right.
All right, so, but since it's not, we aiming for that. We don't have judges. We don't have real lawyers. You know what I mean? We don't have people that's able to actually help us. Like I said about the gangs. You know what I'm saying? If all my Crips, all my gangsters, if the mindset was we not gonna come together to get bread by robbing and selling drugs, man, we gonna work these jobs and go open us up a Starbucks. Man, you know how different it is, but we trained on the negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We trained to want to be in these holes, man. The holy, not the holy, but the hole of day. Cause you're gonna be in the hole of death, man. I'm gonna keep saying it, King.
I'm with you, man.
Go ahead.
I just say, like, just to counter back on what you were speaking about.
Yes, indeed.
Like we stated in the beginning, you know, our people, they don't know, man. Like the book of Hosea, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Yes, indeed.
Once we get to, in order to fix any problem in your community, you got to have a solution for the people. You got to, you know, have us, because they don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I'm broke, but why am I broke? I keep on coming short this month, why I'm keep coming, because they got you in a trance. They got, we just showed you, they got a holiday every month. They got a holiday for you to keep you broke.
Yes, indeed.
To keep you still going in debt. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like people say, man, I do it for the kids.
Nice, stop it,
bro. If me doing it for the kids gonna hurt my finances and it's gonna hurt their future, is it worth it?
It's not worth
it. It's not worth it. That same money that you just spent for them for all that, you could have put that in the savings for them. You could have bought them a stock, something, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
You could have, you know, just invested in them.
Yes, indeed.
Instead of giving your money to a toy or a game or a gadget. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy your children things. I believe that you should buy your children things, you know, according to what you can. I believe you should. You know what I'm saying? Every child want to have something.
Yes,
so I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying let's just be smart and let's not give our money back to these folks, because next week rent due. You know.
Come on, man.
Next week the rent due.
Yes, indeed.
So you done bought all this stuff in the rent due. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that some people can't afford to do all this. You know, it's people that it ain't gonna put them in the bind. But understand, when you get to thinking like community wise, you understand you giving your black dollars to your Israelite dollars to a people that is not gonna reinvest with you.
Man, but all praises to the Most High, bro. Over the years, I gotta say at least a decade from what I've seen, bro.
Yes, sir.
He said the camera seems slightly out of focus. At least 10 years, I don't know if I'm gonna get back in focus or what, but at least 10 years, bro. Man, you ain't been seeing like when I was coming up as a child, you used to go down the block. You know what I'm saying? Every house on the block just lit up with lights, reindeers on the roof, and you know what I mean? Everybody. But now, over the years, man, the Most High been knocking the bottom out of it.
It has been. It's a lot of
the knowledge been getting out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that spirit been dwindling down. You ain't been, and people ain't able to.
And man, don't feel bad. Man, this the thing. A lot of our brothers wish that they can do what we do. And I ain't trying to sound cocky. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wish that they want to say this, but they you know what I'm saying? They girl gonna be mad, they mama gonna be mad, They gonna piss somebody off. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, man, you ain't got you got a roof over your head, you got food, you got clothes on your back. You know what I'm saying? You blessed. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
We can't, in order for us to prosper as a nation, we can't keep doing this. These
Right.
folks making mockery out of us. You buying the end of the year goods that was gonna be, man, 2 weeks from now, that was gonna be 70, 80% off anyway.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You getting they last so they can make they margin, so they can get out of the red. You
Yes,
know what I'm
indeed.
saying?
Yes, indeed.
You know, so man, we got to know all of these things because they don't respect us, King. They don't respect us as a nation. They do not respect us. Period.
The first thing is because we gotta understand, man. If we celebrate these days,
Right.
Anybody who tune in that you might not know, man, we ain't even in an hour to cut it short, bro. If you celebrate any one of these days, bro, you commit idolatry. So within that, you bringing a curse on yourself. You know what I mean? It feel good in them. A lot of these people who celebrated Christmas today, guess what? When they leave the Christmas dinner after eating the chitlins and everything, the pork and everything else, man, them folk gonna be right back hating their loved ones. They gonna be right back to being spiteful and backbite. Matter of fact, before they get out the Christmas party door, they out, man, did you see Uncle such and such? They already talking like, man, it's a spirit that coming in celebrating these pagan days. You gonna bring that curse on yourself. All right, but all praise to the Most High. What I'm gonna keep saying, bro, for those who he have, bro, that you done shook up out of their stronghold, and it ain't really something that is a necessary, man. It's not gonna kill your child
Right.
for them not to celebrate Christmas. It ain't gonna kill your son, man. Just if you never told them about fruit roll-ups, you never told them about a Chico stick, man, that ain't hurting them. So the same way, if you never told them about Christmas or told them about it and said, look, we ain't gonna do that.
Right.
You the parent, we the parents. And then it ties back how what I'm saying earlier. By doing that, if we passing this thing out, man, this thing been going on, bro, since 325 AD.
Right.
325 AD with Constantinople. Been passing out talking about this is Christ's birthday. Man, that's time that, bro, it's gonna blow your top gonna pop. You try to count it up.
Right. Those folks that made so much money off us, bro, off our ignorance.
Man.
And that's the thing that keep us in a bind as a community. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a king. It ain't about you. It ain't about me.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because individually, okay, boom, we straight. You know what I'm saying? We can be able to, you know what I'm saying, figure this thing out and be prosperous. But what hurts me is, man, when we see our people, especially me, because I got an eye for discernment. I be peeping game. I see how the other nations view us.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? They look at us as being ignorant, as being stupid, bro.
Yeah.
They like, man, these folks, we treat these folks bad. We hang them, we kill them, we put them in the ghetto. We give them higher mortgage rates. We do everything we can to show them that we really don't mess with them like that, and they still spend all their money with us.
Man, we paying for our change.
We paying for it, bro.
We paying. Listen, all the money that then got pumped out into the economy,
right,
from this holiday, as well as from Thanksgiving, as well as what's gonna hit New Year's. Guess what, man? All those funds gonna be tied into, okay, how can we oppress them even more for this coming Julian year, the Gregorian year?
Right.
How much? What else can we? They taking our dollars. Remember, you slaved. You worked, man. I'm telling you, you went and did double shifts. You made a huge sacrifice just to do that.
Right.
But the bigger picture, the more grand thing is when that money leave your hand, it's called cash flow. This is something I was teaching my children last week. Cash flow is telling us, where is my dollar bill gonna end up when it leave my hand? So when I decide to let it go from my hand, is it gonna end up with somebody else, or will it bring me back more money?
Exactly.
Will it come back to me? We not teaching our children. We teaching our children to be consumers. So now your grandma been poor, according to the family. Your great grandma and granddaddy, they was poor. You poor, and you teaching your children to keep the same custom. Foolishness, man. But it's the lack of knowledge. They bank on our ignorance, family.
And I understand, like I say, bro, I understand that.
Then to get that journey with
Got
the
you, King.
automatic like you were talking about.
Yes, sir.
We still hear you though. You know that might pick up. Give us 1 second, family. Appreciate that Queen of the South. Bless you. Bless you and the family. Bless everybody else who tuning in, man. Smash the like button if you ain't. Share it, subscribe if you haven't. Man, the topic at hand is holidays are designed to keep you broke, man. Holidays keep you broke. You know what I mean? A lot of we not understanding. I like what you said. Where I go. Will hire Israel. I like that. Financial bondage. Financial. There we go. All praise to the Most High. Financial bondage. It's exactly what it is, man. And they doing it secret meticulously through these holidays. They dressing it up as something to have fun with.
Right.
So we losing on 2 fronts. The first front is, man, you offended the Most High. And then secondly, man, you not stopping that chain of poverty or lack that may be in your family, man. But
That's
what you
true.
was finna say?
Just like for the people that, like we were gonna speak about earlier, like, you know what I'm saying, the people in this truth that feel bad, you know what I'm saying, like
Talk to
during these times, you know, it's lonely, especially when you have woken up to the truth, you know what I'm saying, so you no longer partake in these holidays, not because you don't love your family,
Right.
it's just because you love the Most High and you want to, you know what I'm saying, you know, these things is leading to the detrimental, you know, economic collapse of our people.
Yes,
And you know, it's just, you know, a lot of more things behind it. You know what I'm saying? The true nature behind all these things. So I know sometimes that you might feel like, man, look, I'm lonely. Damn, you feel overwhelmed, you get depressed, you know what I'm saying? But so I was telling Paige, I was like, bro, we need to motivate the people and tell them, man, like, we feel you.
Yes,
we
indeed.
understand. We, you know what I'm saying? We going through it too. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be strong in this truth. Don't feel bad. Don't give in. You know what I'm saying? Don't give in. Still stand firm on your beliefs in regards to that, because in the end, it's gonna pay off. Save your money. The scripture even tell you in Proverbs, I think, money answer all things.
Yes, indeed.
And now people like to say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. It say the love of money is the
Yes,
root of all
indeed.
evil.
Correction.
So you got to get corrected on it.
Yes, indeed.
If you, and it tell you to have a safe storehouse, they say that right now, 7 out of 10 Americans are living pay to paychecks. So where is all this? My point is, where you getting all this money to spend? Where are you getting all this money to spend? You going in debt, credit cards,
Yes, indeed.
scamming,
Yes,
all
indeed.
type of things you doing, breaking your neck, like you said, doing overtime, all these things. Just be thankful that you got the vision, that you see what's going on, that you don't have to do all that. You don't have to stress yourself out. That's a wonderful thing about knowing, like having knowledge. You don't have to stress yourself out about, and you're not gonna feel bad about it. You're not gonna feel bad about it, nor are you gonna be around here going crazy. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, running yourself in the hole,
The pressures of
killing yourself. Because December 25th, guess what? All the toys the kids get December 25th, guess what? December 26th, they ain't gonna even play with them no more.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The pressures of paganism.
Out of all that, you gonna break your back, you gonna do whatever you can do to try to, quote unquote, put a smile on your children's face, just for you to say, I did this.
Yes, indeed.
For real.
Yes, indeed, man. And like you were saying, like, I know everybody come at different levels, but I can remember, you know what I mean, as this time had approached, you know, you got family, they in there cooking, you can smell the cakes and the pies, and you can smell the dressing and the spaghetti and the songs playing, Silent Night and all, you know, that spirit be operating.
Cause I told you I used to be around that joint.
Wow.
With I told him, bro, I said, I had the elf shoes on. We were operated in that spirit before.
Yes,
we was around Silent Night.
Yes,
remember that
yes,
joint, the Temptation joint?
Yes, indeed.
Everybody used to do it.
But praise the Most High, we broke it.
Man, I'm
And
telling
then
you.
I'm saying a huge salute to the Most High because what I was saying earlier. Man, Babylon is falling, family.
Yes, sir.
So we the people not able to go and then take part in the paganism like they did years ago, a decade or two ago. They not able to dress the house up with the lights. They not able to actually go get the Christmas tree and put all these ornaments on it and all that.
Right.
They not able to go and get the presents and the gifts.
Right.
Just like what bro said last time, like what just happened with Black Friday. Man, the stores was just
Empty.
it was a ghost town. All praise to the Most High.
Yep.
All right, but now we gotta take that and say, well, you know what, man? The Most High trying to tell the people, bro, save your money.
Right.
Save your money for what's really coming ahead.
Well, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because when the winter storm hit Texas a couple years ago, understand that them folk weren't ready for that either. But imagine if you had already been using that money that was spent on these holidays or these holidays.
Yes, sir.
That put you in a hole. If you had been saving your money, man, you could have been better prepared, man. We could have been better prepared. All right, so the Most High scripting us and taking our mindsets off of being partakers in the paganism for one. But bro, let's see that article about what you had.
Okay. Let's see.
You can do that one. Matter of fact,
We finna do this one. We finna do this one right here. We finna show y'all.
Go back to share screen.
Okay. We about to share an article with you guys. And we gonna see pretty much this article is gonna basically give you some history on what the slaves endured during the time of Christmas in their time.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm gonna share my screen with you and I'm gonna read this article. It reads, and what was Christmas really like for the enslaved? They say enslaved people didn't get a long holiday. White planters who owned scores, hundreds, or in a few cases, even thousands of slaves, wrote in their own private diaries that they resented giving them time off at Christmas at all. Another thing that never pointed out in these fictional accounts later is that a large percentage of enslaved people were rented on 1-year contracts and often allowed to return home to their original master on Christmas. On January 1st, they will be rented out again.
Oh, there you go, your New Year's resolution.
So guess what, Negro?
Man.
You was the ball that dropped on January 1st. They will be rented out again, and the master would pick out their new employer. Even if I think they call us employees. Employees, huh? Okay. For even if they were given good feasts and good presents, enslaved people had to spend the whole Christmas period worrying about January 1st. So as they celebrate Christmas, you know what's on their mind? Damn, I'm finna get slave. I'm finna get sold.
Rent it out.
Bro, this for real.
How you rent a person?
And this what they was thinking about. Whether their new employer would be someone who would whip them a lot or would abuse them in other ways. There were, now check this out, family. There were even cases of masters and mistresses giving enslaved people as what, King?
Christmas gifts.
To who?
To family members.
And who else?
And to their children.
Come on, man. You used to be the
Come
Christmas
on,
gift.
Come on, man.
This for real. But our people don't know these things. Our people don't know these things. You know what I'm saying? Our people don't know that. And they go back to what we were saying. The scriptures say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Yes,
now, while we still on this topic, Cain, so I was reading through this book earlier. You can go get this book. It's the book called Slave Testimony. And it's written by John W. Blasingame. And these are testimonies written directly from slaves. So what I did was I went into the index, of course, and searched holidays. And sure enough, it was some narratives left by slaves concerning Christmas. And I'm gonna read some of them. I'm gonna go to page 171. Let's read what happened during these times in slavery. What was Christmas like for the slave? It says, now this page 171, this is what it is in this book, Slave Testimony. On Christmas, And New Year's Day, a glorious time was had at Hampton. The Negroes sang hymns, sang familiar, don't sang hymns, songs, and enjoyed themselves most hugely. It was a great contrast to the preceding New Year's Day, when the cries and tears of brothers, sisters, wives, and husbands were heard in the same street that they just celebrated at Christmas.
Yes, indeed.
For on that day, a general sale of slaves used to take place. So right after they got finished celebrating Christmas and turning up, guess what? January 1st come, guess what? You getting sold. This is documented facts. I'm gonna go to another page, 353.
Yes, indeed.
Now let's see, has this changed up any? Let's see, are we still mimicking the same slave-like behavior that our ancestors did, or do we change it up? Let's just see. This is in the same book again. This book is called Slave Testimony. Go get this. This page 353, and it says, the slaves are allowed a week's holiday at Christmas, which from the Anderson account, they seem to spend pleasantly. So they balled out. The slaves balled out during that time at Christmas. They spent all their money. So this is the same thing. This ain't nothing never changed. Now I'm gonna pull up an article and see. I'm gonna show you how much money we spend on these holidays. I'm gonna pull up this article so we can read. Because if they just hear it from me and you, Paisley, we gonna be lying.
Right.
So we're gonna show you the facts. Now this gonna show us. It says multicultural holiday spending. Now this article say African American and Hispanic consumers spend more than other consumers during the holidays than any other time of the year. On average, African Americans spend 15% more, while Hispanics spend 13%. So again, that shows us a clear indication on who's how we really overspending, how we spending on all these things, but yet our community still run down. But yet we still got the worst schools, we got the worst paying jobs, we pack the ghettos, poor health care, everything you name. What is our money really going to? We spending money to empower others and make other ethnic groups rich while they laugh at us. While we beg them to fix our community. We can do it ourselves, even though we know America going to hell, even though we know that Babylon is falling. It's all about, man, having a strong nation and being respected. But we can't do this. Why? Because we are economic illiterate. It's just what it is. Go ahead, King.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's go to, I'm going to go to Wisdom of Solomon. I'm going to go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14.
Let me get there with you, King.
Shalom, Daddy, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, though.
What you want, King?
Let me get verse 15. So I just want to talk about a little bit, a part of how this came about. You know what I mean? A little bit of what on a spiritual tip embedded within inside these holidays, but specifically this one with Christ Mass or Christmas. Like I said, which was really instituted about Constantinople 325 AD. Same time where he said, man, we're gonna make Sunday as the Sabbath day.
Right.
All right, but go ahead and read that for me. 14 verse 15. What did it say?
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 15, right? For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he have made an image of his child soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
Delivered to those that was under him ceremonies and sacrifice. So even in that time of chattel slavery, where they introduced these ceremonies and sacrifices to our people.
Right.
This not a part of our culture and customs. Man, this is what I'm saying. Convenience then killed our creativity on a high level, so much so that instead of us saying, well, you know what, we can create our own day to celebrate.
Exactly.
We can create our own national days. Matter of fact, let's have a day where we don't, let's go a whole year not spending with them or spending as less as possible with these other nations. We ain't doing it though. All right, but it said the father who afflicted with untimely mourning. Now we're going into Caesar Borgia. Now we're going into who is this image that they plaster up in the churches as Christ, who is not nowhere in the scripture. You ain't gonna even find the word Christmas in the Bible.
Can't find it nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? And Christ himself ain't tell none of us to commemorate his birthday. What's the next verse?
This verse 16. It says, thus in process of time, an ungodly custom.
In process of time, what kind of custom?
An ungodly custom.
Ungodly custom. Ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. Go ahead.
Grown strong was kept as a law.
Grown strong, so strong that when I tell a person, man, you know the Most High don't like for us to celebrate Christmas. Well, I'm gonna do it for the children. The custom has grown so strong, the people wrecking their brain. Some people commit suicide. A lot of homicides, a lot of domestic violence happen around this time of year for the pressures of paganism. I want to celebrate Christmas. I want to get the gifts. I want to be able to do this and that and look like this. I want to be able to, my child to be able to go back to school when school get back in. For them to be able to discuss and say, well, yeah, my parents got me this for Christmas. Ungodly custom grown strong. Watch this though. I'm finna share my screen right one time. Let me show you something. Let's see. 1659. 1659, family. Penalty for keeping Christmas. At one point in time, bro, it was against the law to celebrate Christmas. It says for inventing, let me see, well, I don't know, they dealing with it's a like old type of English. It says for preventing disorders arising in several places within this jurisdiction by reason of some still observing such festivals as were superstitiously kept in other countries, to the great dishonor of the Most High and offense of others. It is therefore ordered by this court and the authority thereof that whosoever shall be found observing any such day as Christmas or the like, either by forbearing of labor, because you know they say, well, you ain't got to come to work. That's a way of honoring their pagan deity. That's a way of celebrating by not going to work. The Most High tell us on the Sabbath, don't let no work be done. On his holy days, don't be doing no work. So they saying the same thing. Feasting, don't even supposed to be eating. Not those foods, because all these pagan days, a lot of them got associated foods. Eggnog, you thinking Christmas. Turkeys for Thanksgiving. It says, or any other way, upon any such accounts as aforesaid, every such person so offending shall pay for every such offense 5 shillings as a fine to the county. So you could get fined for taking part in it.
People didn't know that.
At one point in time, man. So this is what we saying. This ungodly custom that then grew strong. You know what I mean? And we passing it down again. We training our children to say, man, don't prioritize how you spending your money, baby. Don't prioritize what you've been able to accumulate. Keep up with the Joneses. Keep up with the trends, these holidays or holidays. And we passing it down for generations to come. I got a little more. I got you, son. All right, I'm going to jump down here to verse 22. Verse 22, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 22. Yes, indeed, Hakeem. I can judge in the visual now. But how can you? Caesar Borgia is the son of Pope Alexander the Sixth, right? But Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 22.
My bad, King.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Wisdom of Solomon 14. Hey, drop this. Yeah, we sound better now. Wisdom of Solomon, verse 14, chapter 14, verse 22 says, moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. So now we calling these plagues, we thinking that this is a good celebration.
Right.
We in error with the knowledge of the Most High. And because of that, we also end up suffering, not being able to benefit because it put us back in these holes. Like bro said, even the people, listen, if you don't know, a lot of these celebrities, man, they feeling it too. If you don't know, Babylon is falling to the point. A lot of these major companies, we talking like Amazon, Sears, Macy's, Walmart, a lot of them shutting down these locations.
Yep.
Because they can't keep it up, man. But here it is, the cat out the bag. But a lot of people turning their head, they say, man, I want to keep taking part in the foolishness. All right, so the word in the message for those, man, understand it, bro, man. Babylon is falling, man. We need to be doing something different. Invest your money in something that's going to help you and your family in the future.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You ain't missing nothing by not celebrating no holiday. Verse 23 says, for whilst they slew their children in sacrifices. Now I'm putting this part because now we're talking about, well, I know it's a lie. I know Santa Claus ain't real. But I just don't want my children to feel left out. So you slaying your child, you killing your child spiritually through that sacrifice, giving them over to that pagan spirit, giving your nieces and nephews over to that, coming up to them with, I got a gift for you, baby. When you give them that gift on that day and they know it, guess what? They gonna associate that gift with that day.
They are.
And guess what? They gonna, well, man, okay, this is what we do on Christmas. They ain't gonna think about the Most High. Man, these folks is not thinking about Christ, bro. These folks taking pictures. They went out to go get professional pictures in their Christmas pajamas. And ain't now one of them giving no glory to the Most High doing it. Not one of them. It's all about the trend, the look, and the aesthetics. Spending the money to say, look, well, yeah, I got more gifts. I got the biggest Christmas tree.
Right.
My house got the most lights on the block. It's all the competition, even when within that, man, it's not pure. Keep continue on, it says, or use secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites. We don't understand, man. This is a ritual.
Right.
The folks taking part in the ritual, I had to come up out of that. Yeah. Came out of it because I'm asking the Most High Father, I want the truth. I don't want to be dealing. I don't know why these folks saying they call on you and worship, but I want you for you, not according to no tradition. So the people end up taking part in rites and rituals. Going on down, it say, here we go, verse 24. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery, because Christmas come from Saturnalia, where the people was having a huge freak fest, what I'm going to say. The folks just, listen, it wasn't no type of fidelity being practiced during that feast, during that festival, which Christmas come from. All right, of 25. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft and dissimulation, corruption and unfaithfulness, tumults and perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery and shameless uncleanness. This is what we get into verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. For either they are mad when they be merry. So these folk crazy and Merry Christmas. Man, you must don't see the world going to hell right now. You must don't know World War III is at the door right now.
And then you getting drunk.
You getting drunk with the eggnog. Talking about Merry Christmas. It ain't, listen, this ain't a merry time.
It ain't. It ain't no time to be playing around. It ain't no time to be kidding. Israel, you got stuff going on in Palestine, you got stuff going on with China, you got stuff going on in the Ukraine, you got stuff going on here with the border.
Man, come on, man.
But you tell me some, let's have a merry time and when you look at them border videos, King, like I'm gonna keep on hitting out.
Come on with it.
when you look at the population that's coming over, first of all, it's 10,000 people a day.
10,000 a day.
So you 10 times, normally we have 30 days, 31 days in a month.
Mhm.
So that's 300,000 people a month. And when you take a real synopsis of what's going on tonight, like a visual
Mhm.
look at what's really going on, they all age fight men
Mm.
that's coming across that border. While you turning up, you doing this, you boom, just like the days of Noah.
Man, sleeper cells. Just like my aunt Hezekiah was showing me too, like with the people that's coming in,
Right.
they've been catching a lot of them folks with little created homegrown bombs on them, coming into the country. Meanwhile, the people still talking about Merry Christmas. Man, them folk getting ready to invade Taiwan any minute.
Yeah.
When they do that, that's gonna pop off. Listen,
Food change, food supply chain disrupted. It's already being disrupted
come on, man.
in the Red Sea. Go look at it, you guys, when you get a chance. Research what's going on in the Red Sea right now. It's a lot of turmoil going on that can potentially grow to some major. So be on the lookout for
Man,
those
it
things.
is.
It's if you order stuff from like IKEA, it was another major company that's having disruptions in their supply chain right now due to that. Now imagine when they come to the point where it's full blown war in that area. It's gonna be way more
Man,
people affected. You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be terrible.
right.
So this is what we saying. The holidays that's putting you in the hole, celebrating these holidays, bro. Man, this ain't their time, man. You've been doing that for years. You've been doing this for your whole life. And you feel it. A lot of the people who look, man, you can feel it, man.
Ain't nobody.
Man,
It's
listen.
plenty people posting
Come
right
on,
now. I
man.
say, man, this ain't the year for me. This the worst
I saw
Christmas
that.
ever,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
All praises to the
Man,
Most
all
High.
praise to the Most High, man.
May it get worse and
I'm trying to tell
worse till it's no more.
you. Listen,
Yeah.
so this is what we saying, man. This ain't no merry time. I'm gonna read it again. Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 28. For either they are mad when they be married, you crazy.
Get drunk full of that. You get drunk and ready to fight everybody
Man, you
at the party.
delusional. Exactly.
Yeah.
Delusional talking about Merry Christmas. Or prophesy lies. Now we tying it to the new year. Now, because we say, okay, well, this year, this gonna be my year. TD Snakes, he already in front. Listen, he plenty of resolution that came out. They saying, well, this is your year. Man, you prophesying like, man, this is a year of disaster.
Guess what's coming, King?
It's a year of destruction, man. This is the year to get ready.
For
If
real.
you've been playing games, we've been playing games at all, bro. This the year to get ready, bro. This the year to get sober. This the year to put down the nonsense and stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. And bro, you're gonna have to cut back real deal. Because what's coming, bro, ain't nobody. Listen, this is the thing that tripped me out. A couple months ago, we had the whole situation going on with Lahaina, with Hawaii, the fires. Man, go look up and see, man, what, 6 years ago? Mark Zuckerberg had already bought 700 acres.
Right.
Understanding it. And if you don't know, let's keep this in mind. When he bought them 700 acres, his land overlapped land of the people that was there. So that means he was taking their land, 700 acres. 9 months ago, Oprah got 800 some acres in Hawaii. Now bring it up to speed. Why this matter? They sent that they had the huge fire. Next thing you know, they saying Mark Zuckerberg making $100 million bunker. What is he? Why he preparing and getting his bunker ready?
Yeah.
We gotta be paying attention to this stuff, man. It's not no merry time, bro. The people in the hoods, you still trying to listen, bro. It's gonna be terrible in the hood.
And that's why that's what my heart mourn for, King.
For real.
When I think about the little children in the neighborhood, the little kids that ain't got no good leader. Because it started with the man, bro. And I ain't saying you're gonna be a perfect whatever. Boyfriend, husband,
Come on.
dad, father, whatever. Uncle, you ain't gonna be the perfect man. But you can be the perfect leader.
Come on.
You could be a good leader. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make mistakes, but you could be a good leader. You could be a good leader by what? You gotta first be focused. You gotta first be focused. Okay, man, let me see what's going on around me. And if I don't have everything, let me get with some brothers who up on what I'm on. Let me link in with them so they can pull me up, and then I'll be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
But this ain't gonna be no, you know, you could save everybody. You can,
Come on,
but
man.
that's one thing that hurt my heart, King, when I think about like the potential tragedies that can happen to the children. I think about it, bro. I think about it. Like, damn. What if I was these children? What if I was these little kids and I got this parent that's so unfocused, that's so out of touch that they don't see what's about to happen to us? Like my whole life finna get taken away from me, or I'm gonna be in such a impoverished state that I'm gonna have to rely on another entity to tell me what to do.
Exactly. See, man, and there's something, bro. This is what we talking about, and that goes in with what we training and teaching our children. Because on a different level is this. If I'm telling my children, hey, man, it's Christmas, we getting ready for Christmas, and all this going on in the world, I'm telling them, hey, keep y'all eyes closed. Stay blind to what's really going on.
Right.
Stay blind to reality. That's what's happening, man. And this bad parenting, this terrible parenting. If you want that, man, listen, you gotta do better. We gotta do better. I'm gonna say it like that. All right, but finishing this verse out, say for either they are mad when they be married, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else likely forswear themselves, giving ourselves over to the nonsense, not even trying. Man, we gotta do it differently. What you got, Sean?
Man, just I'm gonna go into this let me see
Whole of days, man.
Let me show you some how they used to treat. I'm gonna go back into some of these articles. I want to share my screens with you guys. I know a lot of y'all might have seen this picture floating around, and I want to share it with you guys. Let me see. Share this picture. Now look at this, y'all. Now do this sound, look, does this photograph show a black couple accepting a gift from KKK members? And it said it's true. Look at this. Now you can look on her face. It don't look like she want to be here taking this picture, y'all. Neither does he. But look at this. This the kind of things they did to our people.
Demonic as a mom.
This what they did to our people back in the day, struck fear in them to the point where a lot of these holidays and stuff were forced up on us.
Man, come on, King.
And it's going to show us. Look at this. Look at this. And this is true.
It said a 6-year-old.
They say a photograph dating from 1948. That wasn't even that long ago.
Check this out. 1948, you had the fake Jews to go in there.
That's right.
Come on with it.
Depicting an apparent show of charity on the part of the Ku Klux Klan towards an elderly black couple in Alabama. It said this photograph shows a 106-year-old Jack Riddle and his wife, both former slaves, seated in front of a group of Klansmen, including one dressed as who?
Santa Claus.
Flanking a radio the group had reportedly given to the couple as a gift. Look at that.
Gave him a radio.
That's wrong, man.
Man, demonic as a mother, man.
Come on now. This is what's going on.
Man, holiday, man. Listen.
So just know you worshiping when you doing these things, even if it's done out of ignorance, you keeping the power, the white supremacist power structure intact, even though the Most High knocking their head out. Just know that you still helping out. You still participating. I don't give a damn about you talking you doing it for the kids.
Man, come on, man.
It ain't that important if it gonna cost them their life, or is it gonna cause them
their soul.
So you not doing it for the, you think you doing it for the, but research and read. And I ain't trying to get on here and think that I know more than somebody, or trying to put you down or make you feel bad. This not the point. What I'm trying to drive home here is to educate yourself and know without a certain what you celebrate and what you passing down to your children.
Man, this is the age of information.
For real though.
That ain't even by my word. So we in a time, bro. Man, it ain't no cutting corners, man.
Right.
Can't nobody say they ain't heard this knowledge, bro. It's being pumped out everywhere. They got it on the news.
Right.
If you never talked to an Israelite, man, them folk on the news saying, man, the origins of Christmas is pagan. Them folk had it on CBS. Them folk had it on the same channel that had the pastors on it. The pastors is coming out saying, man, yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with Christ. We just do it because it's pagan. They letting you know, man, the Most High said the truth gonna spring from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So right now in this hour, if you got your head down, man, you just wanna be wicked. So it don't even take no type of real introduction to dress it up or nothing. Man, if you ain't trying to abide by what's really right, the truth, man, you wanna be wicked. You wanna be lied to. You know what I mean? And everybody got their choices.
Right. And don't feel bad.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad. I'm gonna keep reiterating it for our brothers and sisters that's out there that's enduring. Keep on
Right,
enduring.
keep enduring.
You know, I know it's hard, especially sometimes you might be you and your little family might be just y'all over there. Y'all probably be the only ones that's not partaking in any holiday.
Right.
But you got to remember in Amos what he said too. He said, "I'm gonna save you one of a family."
Come on with
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Two of a city.
Come on with
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing in a way. You got to look at it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna make it. It's just what it is, man.
Yes, indeed. Let me show something else, man. Zorte Pete.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Zorte Pete, man. What so many don't understand, man. It's a pedophilia associated with this too. You say, hey, don't be talking to my child. You'll go to the school, bust the teacher head for talking to your child some kind of way, and your child actually wrong.
Right.
But then when Christmas come, you take them to the mall and sit them on some stranger lap. Sit him on some stranger lap. Say, tell him what kind of gifts you want. Is he really gonna give you gifts? Even like what I done said in time past, man. Look, we got it to where you training a child saying, hey, yeah, Santa Claus bringing you your gifts. So you even telling your child, look, I didn't do nothing for you. Some European Caucasian dude flying a slave. He brought you some gifts that I couldn't do for you. Man, come on. Do you see that? Man, that's ridiculous.
And then we
man.
get mad when we tell our children not to lie to us.
Stop it. You've been lying to your children. You raising a liar. You got to come with the truth, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The children need truth. Tell these babies the truth, man. And it ain't benefited us a lot. It ain't helped us in the long run. We still in the hole. Like, bro, after we get through celebrating Christmas, guess what? Man, them folks still gonna mistreat us. After you get through celebrating Christmas for your break, if you go back to work, show up late. Show up drunk on their forklift. See what they do to you. I guarantee you them folks gonna walk you out.
That's right.
Show up to work drunk. They probably pull off the drug test. Show up and they check your system and something wrong.
No.
Man, you're gonna lose that job.
That's
Come
for
on,
sure.
man. Let me show that Zorte Pete though.
About the blackface.
Blackface.
Right. Let's see. What is y'all need? Go right here. Click on right.
Zorte Pete.
So one of these. Yep, there
There
you
we
go.
go.
The flight. It's at the top. Yep, there you go.
All right, so this is something many of us don't know. This right here is in the Netherlands. Mind you that Christmas is celebrated in Canada. It's celebrated all over the world. But this right here, Black Pete was translated to Zwarte Piet. They do this. This is what they do on the year. They dress up, the people that's not us, in blackface. They said Zwarte Piet. Let me see. I think they got it within our. It say activists in the Netherlands are fighting against a symbol of racism, a central character in a Dutch Christmas custom that dons blackface.
See, our people don't know this stuff.
I'm trying to tell them. Let me see.
You read that, King?
Go ahead.
It said, as families around the world enjoy their treasure and timeless holiday tradition this week, a group of activists in the Netherlands are fighting against a symbol of racism, a central character in the Dutch Christmas custom that dons blackface each season.
Each season, they coming out with the blackface.
Every year, many Dutch citizens dressed in colonial-style costumes paint their lips red, wear curly afro wigs, and don blackface to become a minstrel-like character, Zwarte Piet, or Black Pete, who is supposed to help Santa Claus spread holiday cheer around the country.
All right, so Satan Claus, Saint Nicholas, the devil. Even if you go look up the definition of Saint Nicholas, it's gonna say Satan and the devil up in there. Santa Claus, go ahead, Ken.
Santa Claus, the celebration of this feast day, of Saint Nicholas is
Yeah.
the biggest children holiday in the Netherlands.
Focusing on this part here. Feast day.
The celebration of the feast day.
We don't understand, man. This thing spiritual. Feast days, you gonna find feast days in the Bible, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these things, if it ain't, it's only two masters. It's only two, man. You serving the Most High, you serving Satan, bro. And if you on the fence right now, you never heard this, man. This your call for you to make that decision, bro. Man, it's time to quit playing, bro. It said it's a feast day. That means it's tied into spirit. It say for Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas, Santa, put the N at the end. It's Satan.
It's the biggest children holiday in the Netherlands.
My biggest. Go ahead.
While the holiday itself is celebrated on December 5th throughout the Sinterklaas season, actors playing Saint Nicholas and his Black Pete's visit towns and cities around the country often proceed as a central national Dutch folklore. Sinterklaas is so popular that retailers are said to make millions in additional revenue annually from the sales of the merchandise featuring images of Black Pete.
Them folk making millions off of practicing the blackface. They making millions off of it. Look at it. Look at the brother right here. He got to stand up and go against this. What they dressing in. Let me show that picture again for anybody who just jumped in. Blackface, man. Blackface. Zwarte Pete. Hey, man, so the custom, man, it's an ungodly custom.
For sure.
It's and it's tied in on several fronts of it being wrong.
Right. And that's why we want to come on here and let y'all know, like, look, like, again, we ain't trying to put people down. We don't want nobody to feel like, man, we out here trying to put you down. We here to educate you so you can know exactly what are you doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know why. They told you it was Jesus' birthday. You can't find that nowhere in the Bible that December 25th is Jesus Christ's birthday.
Come on, man.
You ain't gonna find that. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna find nobody's birthday in the Bible.
Man, drop your cash out. I'm gonna send you some to your cash out. If you can show me that out the scripture, I got you. Drop your cash out.
You can't find nobody's birthday that say they birthday, or you most definitely ain't gonna find where it say celebrate their birthday in the Bible.
Come on, man.
You ain't gonna find it nowhere. So they telling us all these things due to the fact that, man, through slavery and all these things that happened to Black people, they enforced these things upon us, and we just kept their traditions out of ignorance. And this is one of the main reasons why they keep us broke. This is the main reason why I come next week. Right now, it's a lot of people like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent next week. I guess the landlord gonna understand. There's a lot of I don't know how I'm gonna pay my light bill. I guess I just, tell them to give me an extension. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my car note. I guess I hide it over so-and-so house. It's a lot of that going on right now. Oh, why? Because first of all, you being lied to, and second of all, you ain't prioritizing what needs to be put first and last.
Man, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Your needs should be met, not your wants.
That's facts, bro.
Real talk. And we're going to continue to be impoverished until we make changes. Just know that holidays are designed to keep you broke and to keep you in poverty. And I recommend that, especially our men and women, man, have a talk with your children, man. Sit them down and tell them, like, look, I know that we've been doing this for a long time. And this been, the tradition held in our family. But after further research, this is what I found to be true. And you can still give your kid gifts. You can still buy your kids what they need. But it ain't got to be in the observance of that day. You know what I'm saying? And when you do buy, I prefer that you buy with somebody that looks just like you, that's going to invest back into the community. We got to start buying with each other. You know what I'm saying? Shopping with each other, support your brother, support your sister. You know what I'm saying? We hate our people so much that we rather go pay a higher price to somebody that don't even look like us rather than pay your brother.
Come on with it.
Well, I can go down here and I'm gonna go down here and get it from them then. They'll walk right past your business and go shop with another nation. Why? Because it's been built in our minds to hate each other. It's been built in our minds to destroy one another. And then they tell you they'll tell you, man, them niggas crazy.
Hmm.
Like a lot of your family, they gonna think you are crazy. I hope y'all know that, right? I hope you know that when you start doing these things, when you start reading for
Mhm.
yourself, a lot of your friends, a lot of your family members, they gonna think you crazy. But that's okay though. That's okay though. That's okay. So I want to encourage y'all, man, just to the people that's awakened, that's following these, that know what's going on, that's not being, you know what I'm saying, tricked into doing this crap. I just want to say stay strong. And for those that don't know, man, pick up you a book. You know what I'm saying? Pick up you a book and start learning for the betterment and the survival of yourself and your family.
Man, for real.
Real talk, man. Study to show thyself approved. Everything that we up here saying, one thing about it, you can go back and fact check it, and you can see that, man, look, they was right.
Hmm.
Now, are you wrong?
Hmm.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Man,
You good, King?
I'm saying this too, because the children is more of my focus than anything.
Yes, sir.
Because this who gonna continue it on, or this who gonna discontinue.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll say, you know what I mean? I just don't want them to feel. So I don't want them to feel left out. You know what I mean? So I know it's wrong. I know it's not true. I know it's all a lie. But I don't want them to feel left out. But that concern don't go through the parents' head when they going to go. You don't want the child to be offended or nothing like that. They don't go through your head when you going to get them bundles. They don't go through your head when that man is saying, well, you know, I'm gonna creep out on my family. I'm gonna turn my back on my family. Like none of those things matter. So if we able to put down the concern of what our children feel in order to keep a custom that's ungodly, man, we also got the ability to put our children's feelings aside to tell them what's really right and righteous. That's the thing, man. It's not a time. Listen, they showed videos, bro, where Sexy Red went to elementary schools and the children is singing some ungodly lyrics. I'm saying that to say, man, the devil sending his agents out, bro. The devil sending his agents out to your children, and he ain't sugarcoating it with them. He telling them what it is in the rawest way on the evil side. So if we not prepping our children and getting them ready, teaching them, instilling in them what's really real, bro, man, guess what, man? You either raising a pagan or you raising somebody that's going to be a priest for the Most High. A priest or a priestess. You know what I mean? So the feelings, all that, man, that got to be put to the side on the back, but matter of fact, thrown out the door and buried.
That's right, King.
Yeah, man. So, but the holidays keep us, they designed to keep us broke. So recap of everything. This thing been going on since 325 AD, fam. This is an ancient custom. And since then, in the time of slavery, man, our people were in slavery. Where on Christmas Day, they was concerned with worrying about what's going to happen to them January 1st. They going to be rented out for a whole year. And will this next massa or burden, because that's a Hebrew word, will this next burden be one that's polite and kind, or will this be one that, you know, worse than the one that I'm with now? Making money off us, passing it down generation. We went through a list. It's over 20 some holidays that the country holds. All are tied into economics. You going out to spend your money. That money that you be spending or that people have spent over time. And I'm just telling it to you like I would want it to be told to me. It's a he that have an ear, let them hear. The one that want the truth, they gonna receive it. So with that being said, man, over time, bro, the money that we spending, we could have been saving that. You could have said that, well, how about the Christmas gift? If it was, I'm just saying, within that vein. You talking about getting them a cup of toy. What if you saved your money for 3-5 years? Got them some land or property that they ain't even got to be worried about paying on no more. But we trying to stick with what's right now. But the future say, man, World War III is at the door.
That's what's up.
Right now it's saying, man, World War, a great atrocity is at the door. This is not a merry time, man. And so guess what? Money answer all things. That's what the book say. Money is a defense. That's what the book say. As well as wisdom being a defense. So wisdom would tell us, I need to be managing my money in a different manner. I need to be managing my time in a different manner. All right? And I know the situation is different from everybody. for everybody. But nonetheless, man, the greatest thing in rejecting this holiday is to understand, bro, it's tied in spiritually.
That's right.
It's tied into your spirit. You know what I mean? So we gotta get that right with the Most High. All right, and that's all I got, son.
Man, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna try to bring our message more frequently. So just be on the lookout. Shalom.